Okay, Roger, it's been a while since we caught up and there's been a lot of excitement going on. None more so when you're going to Wembley. How does that feel?
Yeah, no, it feels great. I mean, it's always great for the club and the fans to have a big day out at Wembley. It's one of the best stadiums in the world, and I mean, it's nice for me personally because it's my first Wembley with Warrington, and also with my sort of history with in my days as chief exec of Sport England, I was very involved in the project as well. So it'll be a fantastic day for the club, but also a nice day for me personally as well.
How exactly involved were you in building this stadium?
Well, yeah, I spent 4 years of my life trying to get the stadium built. Because when I took over as chief exec of Sport England, you become accounting officer for the stadium. We'd actually bought the site for 120 million with lottery money. A lot of problems with the project and a lot of delays and budget overruns, and we did a big review of the stadium, and the great thing was actually getting it built. That was the great thing, and now you go back and you think, wow, it really is one of the best stadiums in the world, and it is. Wembley is iconic, and the thing I learned from building that or helping build that project was that whether you're on the beach in Brazil or you're in Japan or Australia, every kid in the world wants to play football, rugby at Wembley. It is that iconic, so it's a very special stadium.
I was going to say, it makes it extra special for you going there with Warrington now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know we've won the cup 3 times there as well, but just going to the stadium. I think Tony said the other day, even as an empty stadium, it is one of those sort of cathedrals of sport. When you walk into the centre court at Wimbledon or Lords or Twickenham, Wembley has just got that aura about it, and obviously seeing 82,000 fans in there, it will be fantastic on Saturday.
Now, we've had a few near misses in recent seasons, and last year when you were here for the first time, you missed out in the semi-final stages. How important is it to the club financially to get to Wembley? How much of a boost is it to you, and how much extra revenue does it put in the coffers?
Yeah, I mean, it's hugely important from a commercial point of view, because not only sort of we get a share of the gate in terms of ticket sales, but also the merchandise kick on. Home sales, we've seen a big spike. Obviously the prize money as well. Clearly you have to play out bonuses and player bonuses, and there's costs that are associated with Wembley in terms of the travel and the hotels and so on. But it's a nice commercial earner for us, and obviously we're having a good season this year already. The memberships sales were up on last year. Average home attendances are up. Merchandise is about 23% up year on year. So it's been a good year all round, but that's largely as a result of the success on the field leads to success off the field, and that's the beauty of sport in a way. But the one thing you can't control is what goes on that pitch on Saturday. So it'd be nice to get the win, but that's out of our control at the moment.
Can you put an actual figure on the value that it's worth to the club getting to Wembley if you win?
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously a sort of tangible figure, which is about £250,000 in terms of income. But obviously, there's the intangibles as well, because it also helps in terms of being Challenge Cup winners. Also helps in terms of your sponsorship pitches going forward, and new commercial partners coming in, memberships for next year, and so on. But as a ballpark figure, it's about £250,000, but hopefully there's obviously other spin-offs on top of that for the future.
And how many fans are you hoping to take down to Wembley?
Well, we reckon there's going to be about 13,000 Warrington fans. We're going to be pretty outgunned, I think, from Hull, because obviously Hull's a bigger place, and it's they haven't had 3 Challenge Cup successes like we've had, so Hull are talking about taking probably double the number we have. But it will be one of the biggest Challenge Cup crowds in recent years. I think the RFL are talking about 82,000, so it'll still be a fantastic crowd on the day.
So you feel that the fact that Warrington have had so much success at Wembley in recent years has impacted on the number of people who are prepared to travel and fork out the cost of going down to
I think sometimes the excitement wears off, and you've only just got to look around the town. I mean, I've only been here 16, 17 months, so I wasn't around in 2009, 2011, 2012, but people talk about the bunting in the town centre and all the shops were done up and all the houses, and we've tried to get people going, but there's just not been that sense, I don't think, this year of excitement maybe than there was in 2009, and that's quite understandable. And obviously there's still a debate in rugby league about the Challenge Cup and where it sits. You know, August bank holiday weekend, people are away on holidays and so on. You know, it was better in May and so on. But having said that, we're going to have a fantastic support down there at Wembley, and I'm sure everyone will have a great day out, especially if we win.
So the fans are going to have to sing their hearts out to outsing the whole fans.
Yeah, and you know, we know we've got some of the best fans in the league, so you know, I'm sure they'll be in good spirits and in good voice on Saturday.
Now, when you arrived at Warrington, I remember the meeting we had where you talked about the 300 points that you had to go through and everything, and you were. Where are you on your traffic light system now? Are they all on green?
Well, not all of them on green. We're still work in progress. But the good news is we've converted a lot of the red to amber and a lot of the amber to green. So we're in a much better place than where we were a year and a half ago. I think, you know, if you look at our big work areas, you know, fan engagement, I think, you know, the fans are pretty much on board with us now. There's still issues, but I think, you know, we have listened. You know, we have done the things that the fans wanted, and whether that's, you know, little things like hand dryers in the toilets or a new sound system or, you know, better signings on the field. There's a whole range of things. The new retail shop, the new website. There's a lot of things that we're doing well, but as we know, in any business, there are things we're doing well, but there's a whole heap of things that we can do better. So, you know, we won't rest until we've got all green lights, and you know, that's the sort of holy grail that you work towards, isn't it? But we're still work in progress at this club, and there's still a lot of things we can do better. We know that, and we'll continue to work hard for the fans and, you know, for our commercial partners to make sure we are, you know, the best rugby league club in the world, which is our vision.
What are those? Can you say what any of those key issues are where you're still seeking to improve?
I mean, I still think we've still got issues around sort of ticketing, membership, our online. You know, we still only do about 10% of our business through online, and I think with technology we can do a lot better. We've got better on social media and communications, but as you will know, Gary, you know, you're a sort of customer of ours. There's still stuff that we can improve on communications wise. You know, commercially, we're doing a much better job with our sponsors and so on, but we could still look after them better. Yeah, so there's it's not just one thing. There's a wide range of things that we're still working on that, you know, that we can improve. Coming back to our fan base, you know, we think we've got the hardcore back on board, but we still need to spread the game, you know, out of Warrington town centre and into some of those new areas down into the sort of south of the river, and there's a big catchment area, so we've still got a big job to do if we're going to increase our database and get sell-out crowds, and that's the ultimate aim.
So heading in the right direction, but still more to do.
Yeah, I think that's the sort of end of term report for, you know, a year and a half in.
Okay, Roger, thanks for your time and good luck at Wembley at the weekend.
Thanks, Gary.